everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're talking about fantasy football sleepers, and I'm joined by my co-host, Tony Parrish. Say hello to everyone, Tony.
How's everybody doing again?
Yep. We have 5 fantasy sleepers, each of us, and this is PPR. I did mine PPR. I assume you did yours PPR as well.
Yes.
We do PPR leagues, so that's kind of our thought process. So, who's your first fantasy sleeper?
Dobbins.
Oh, so I like this because I picked J.K. Dobbins. My guy's a little bit down on the board. He is someone I just made a video on. Again, I'm just making a lot of plugs for my other stuff. Davis Mills. Mills has got a lot of talent around him. I think he's going to have a much better year than people think, and he's finally got a running back in Dameon Pierce right behind him. Who would be your second guy?
Not especially a sleeper per se, other than the fact that he's not in the top. Brandon Ayuk.
Ooh. Someone's been listening to a lot of Brett Coleman there.
No, I actually have just been watching a lot of Twitter. I saw some of their practices and stuff, and everybody has talked about the fact that with Debo not being there, Ayuk actually got a lot of time with Trey, and their connection looks pretty solid.
Okay, well, up next, I have James Cook, and he's a running back for the Buffalo Bills. You might ask, why did you put James Cook on there? This is PPR, everyone. James Cook is going to be their receiving back. And what does Buffalo like to do? Throw. They love letting Josh Allen sit back there and gun it. Well, you have a running back that can now be as useful as James White was for the Patriots for many years. That's James Cook's specialty. I expect him to get a lot of points in PPR for points per reception. Now, who would be your third one?
Sky Moore.
Oh, you're just calling back to people you like. So, are you just 100% certain that Sky Moore is taking the Tyreek Hill role?
Do I think he's actually going to replace Tyreek? No, I don't. But the thing is, we talked about this in a previous episode. They're going to use him as a returner. They're going to use him as a receiver. And I guarantee they're going to use him in the backfield. He's going to touch the ball so many times. He's going to get points. And he's so explosive that the more they can get him one-on-ones, it's just going to be nuts.
Yeah, and I'm not going to disagree with you there. I think Sky Moore is an insane talent. I mean, as I said, he's from Pittsburgh, so, I mean, obviously he's good. I mean, Aaron Donald's from Pittsburgh. Dan Marino's from Pittsburgh. They know how to produce pretty good football players. But my next guy, and this is probably someone I don't think you've heard of, Rachaad White. He's a running back for the Bucs. You might ask, why do I have a running back for the Bucs on here that's not named Leonard Fournette? Well, what's Tom Brady's favorite running back?
A guy that can catch the ball.
Well, you know what Rachaad White can do? He can catch the ball out of the backfield. This dude is going to take on the James White role, and he's going to take on the Giovanni Bernard role. Now, why is that so important with Brady? Brady likes his dump-off options. He is going to be Brady's go-to guy when the pressure gets to him because, as we mentioned in a previous video, their interior line is not as good as it's been in years past. So you're going to have to get quick releases. You're going to have to get it out quick. And that's pretty big when you have a young running back that's going to need to get receptions to get going because he didn't have the most experience running the ball at Arizona State. But you want to know how many yards he got from scrimmage last year? 1,456 yards from scrimmage and 16 total touchdowns. He recorded 51 receptions in 15 career college games. You know what he can do? He can catch the ball. And Tom Brady's going to like that. Who's your fourth guy on your list?
Dameon Pierce.
Oh, my Gator heart's beating there. Why do you think Pierce is going to be so good, though?
Well, when he was in college, because he's a rookie, of course. When he was in college, he was definitely the best running back for Florida, but they kept splitting time with him.
No, they refused to use him.
And let's face it, Houston's going to need to run the ball this year. to help out Davis Mills. So he's explosive. I mean, you've seen what he's done in preseason. He's a load. He's 5'10" and almost 220 pounds. So, I mean, that's our height and just stacked.
I mean, he is technically taller than me, so not my height exactly. But the one thing with Dameon Pierce, too, he loves to pass block. What's pretty important in today's NFL?
Blocking.
Yeah. There was one play, and I can't remember exactly who. This linebacker comes scorching in to make a play on the quarterback. Dameon Pierce picks him up and gives him a spine buster. I was watching that game. I leaped out of my chair, and I was cheering. Because I'm a Gators homer at the end of the day, so I have to limit myself with Gators I put on here, or else it'd be Kyle Pitts, Dameon Pierce, Malik Davis, Trayvon Grimes, who is not even on the NFL roster, but I still love him, Kyle Trask, and, who's one other guy? Percy Harvin, why not? Don't ask me why I said Percy Harvin. Just first guy that came to mind. But my fourth guy is Alec Pierce. And why do I have him so high? I think he's going to be the number one option in Indianapolis in the receiving corps. I know there's a lot of hype about Michael Pittman. I think Pittman is very talented. I think Pierce is going to be Matt Ryan's go-to guy, though. I think he's going to be his third down specialist. I think he is going to be kind of the Julian Edelman slot role. The guy who's just going to go in there, catch it, and if he takes a big hit, he's going to take the big hit and not care. But who is your fifth and final guy?
Cole Kmet.
Oh. Now, why do you have Cole Kmet there?
Let's face it, the Bears aren't going to be the best team in the world. They don't have a really strong offensive line. They don't have a lot of super talented receivers. They've got a really good tight end crew. And he's a big body. He's like 6'5", 6'6". You get him coming across the middle, hit that pass, moving the chains. He's a big body down in the red zone. And just going off of the way that offense has been kind of working in the preseason, they're trying to utilize their tight ends a lot more.
Oh, yeah. And it makes sense with offense to come from because Green Bay utilizes their tight ends quite a bit, too. Same in Indianapolis, where Eberflus comes from. But my last guy is Nico Collins, and I'm pairing him up with my quarterback because Brandon Cooks is by far the best wide receiver in Houston, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Nico Collins had a pretty good year last year, and he's also had a pretty good preseason when you watch him. Now, I know the Texans aren't going to be that good. They're probably going to be picking top 10, I'd say, and I'm being generous here. But I still like Davis Mills a lot. I like what they did in the draft a lot. I think they improved their own line. I think Davis Mills can be something. I think they have a better running back. So why am I singling out a wide receiver? Well, it's simple. When you have Brandon Cooks, he is going to be getting the attention. You know who's not going to be getting the attention as much? Nico Collins. You know who's going to be the guy who's going to be under the radar, is going to be getting the red zone targets because he is tall? Nico Collins. Nico Collins is going to be under the radar guy that's going to blow up this year. And if you want to win your fantasy league, pick him up and thank me later. But that's going to wrap us up. Again, this was short and quick. This is being recorded right after our last one that went an hour and 20 minutes or something. Pre-edit down. We're both tired. We're both exhausted. My throat is shot from talking. I have not taken a drink of water, and it's killing me. But I would like to say what games we're going to be watching next week to recap. And have I told you what games those are yet?
Nope.
We're going to be recapping the Rams-Bills from Thursday night. And the main event, Russell Wilson's return to Seattle. You hear the excitement on his end? He's so excited. He gets to watch that game twice as a Seahawks fan. I may be getting punched next time I see him. But that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. And be safe, everyone.
Go Hawks.